We begin in the Middle East, where the violent conflict between Israel and Hamas is now in its third day.
Israel's missile defense systems lighting up the sky as they try to intercept incoming Hamas rockets.
The escalation was triggered by a surprise attack on Israel by Hamas on Saturday.
You might be all knowing about the Israel-Hamas conflict. So today, let us understand about the implications that it has on India's economic landscape. The global economy, already rattled by the elevated inflation, is now facing a major geopolitical crisis after the surprise attack of Hamas on Israel and subsequent declaration of war by the latter. On Saturday, Palestinian militants fired almost 5,000 rockets from Gaza Strip towards Israel, killing at least 700 people and wounding 1,000 others, by far the largest attack on Israeli soil in decades. In retaliation, Israel formally declared war and approved for significant military steps, as the military crushed the Hamas militants still in the southern towns and intensified the bombardment of the Gaza Strip. Moving forward, let us talk about the impact this can not only have on the Indian economy but also on the global economy. Economic concerns. The conflict in the Middle East poses threats to the global economy, particularly India, due to its reliance on the crude oil and strong trade ties with Israel. Given that India is ranked as the third largest importer of crude oil globally, increased oil prices could lead to inflation and stunt economic growth for India. Such a broad-based inflation can push the central banks to maintain high benchmark interest rates, further dampening the economic growth. Current inflation in India is currently still notably above the Reserve Bank of India's 6% cap, despite the recent declines. Now let us talk about the trade relationships with Israel. Israel is a top trade partner of India, ranked third in Asia and 10th globally. The trade has diversified into various sectors such as pharmaceuticals, IT, telecom, agriculture, and water. India exported $7.89 billion to Israel and imported $2.13 billion from Israel during the financial year 2022 to 2023. The total bilateral trade exceeds $10 billion. Conflict escalation could disrupt this trade, affecting multiple industries. Now let us talk about the Indian investments in Israel. Indian companies such as TCS, State Bank of India and Tech Mahindra have significant operations, investments and acquisitions in Israel. From April 2000 to May 2023, India's cumulative overseas direct investments in Israel was $383 million. The Israel-Hamas conflict magnifies global economic risks, especially impacting India's oil reliance and trade with Israel. Extended tensions threatens India's economic balance and global commerce. For more informative content of this sort, do reach out to Savan.